Evening everyone, how are we doing tonight? Welcome along 1174, Jeremy, Sam and Thomas, how are we all doing? Thought I'd just like to keep you guys on your toes. 1174, a bit of 17 for a change. Even managed to drag Jeremy out of hiding when he sees FF17 somewhere. So we've gone for something different with 17. So I had a think about what we could do, and thought, well, no one's done anything on Dusty Cove for quite a long while now, so we might as well have a look on there and see what we can come up with.
Microphone activated. Sound resumed.
So all I've done on here is to add £1 million, which can be removed quite easily with cheat mode, and sell all bar 2 bits of machinery, that being the feeder wagon and the rake. But everything else we need to buy. Yeah, I think there's a foo in that boat, Jeremy. And given there's sort of a lack of new maps coming through at the moment, I thought we'd go back to 17 for a bit of a revisit tonight. Getting there, Thomas, certainly getting there. So, come in standard on here. I've not sold all the land. Hi, Sena, how are we doing? I've not doctored it, so we've got no fields. So we've got the standard fields, what Dusty gave us on here. So 1, 2, 40, 42, 7, 8, 10, 30, 25, 24, 23, 20 and 16. I'm good, thanks. So we've got a few fields we can have a go with on here, but we need some machinery. This is where you guys come in theory. Starting with tractors. And Sky mod. Don't forget the Skybox mod, which I'm running on here. The all important Skybox. Can't forget that. I won't go back to 17 without having that installed. So we've got to find some tractors. I've sold one of them on here, Jeremy. Don't make me time you out. Right, so avoiding standard in-game ones, I'm going straight for the mods, of which are plentiful installed on here. Even over on Twitch Milton, we have 1 or 2 on here. Forgot to uninstall them fence because they're bloody awful. We've got the Mad Puma, several class tractors. Thought 390T might come into the equation. Several Deutsch Fahr tractors. John Deere isn't everything, is it? We got the Fendt 800s, the 820s, several John Deere's of varying descriptions. So 390T has been suggested, so I think a 390T would be a good loader tractor somehow. Evening Terry, how are we doing? So I've got 1 or 2 tractors on there, as you can see. So let's find the 390T. Highline Plus, wide tyres. I'm good, thanks. Front loader attacher. Hey Farm Life, how are we doing? Is there a wide tyres and PAVT option in this one? No. So we'll go with that one. Evening Chris, how are we doing? So So 880 loader coming up. I'm good, thanks. First tractor. So we'll get the loader for that as well before we forget. I'm good, thanks. So 880 loader. Can't remember if I got that installed. Hey Andre, how are we doing? Yeah, done Growers Farm. Right, bale spike then. So we'll go with that one. I know it's expensive, but there's a reason for it. We'll take a look at it. And front weights as well for that tractor. It will be Farm Life. It isn't out yet. Right, let's get this one set up. So just remember some of my controls are different, so I don't get confused. This one all hooked up. Obviously we're going to have some livestock on here at some point, so we'll have this first. So what bigger tractors shall we look at for here? Not pigs, definitely not pigs. Aha, we have a slight issue. We have a choice of either the bale fork or the front weights. So I have to take the front weights back to the yard first and just move the bale spike out of the way. And let's have a look what big tractors we got then. I think the TWs are installed. No, no TWs installed. If anyone ever asks me where the mod comes from on here, you don't stand a hope of getting an answer, because I'll never remember. It's been so long I had them. So we've got a various selection of tractors in here.
The class.
Class?
Yeah, the big one.
Big one? Okay. Hey Farmer Carl. Yeah, I think I uninstalled that deliberately, Jeremy, for that reason. I was actually leaning towards the insane Puma. T7 short wheelbase? Yeah. How many of you have come across this Puma for 17? To know why I called it the insane Puma. It's a good one. I do like this tractor. Right. Let's just finish dealing with this tractor first, which we'll take some back to the yard with. Oh yes, IC. Lots of IC on that Puma. Right, we're going to have a fertiliser spreader. Better take some fertiliser back with it. And we'll come back and sort the Puma out. Bit of a red theme going on here again. No, I'll show you when we get to that tractor as to what's different about it. So these bags are actually bigger than what it says in the shop. It says 600 but actually 1000s. Pretty standard width for a Amazon spreader, but these are small tractors, remember. Modern spreader, older tractor. No, that is the good thing with a Puma. It doesn't get launched off a cliff like a Vulture does. And obviously these tractors have got IC in them as well. Oh dear. My dead zone's reset itself on the stair, and this could be interesting. And when was the last time anyone saw any videos or anything done on Dusty Cove? Because I sworn I turned the traffic off. We shall need this in a little while. I'm not going to come out of game and sort the dead zone out tonight. Let's see how awake Nightbot is, shall we? Just do it in the settings at the start of the game under the options one from memory. I'm more Case than anything. Case or Ford, New Holland. Now got 14% dead zone at the minute, and it's not fun. I'll turn the steering wheel a quarter of the way around, and nothing happens. I've been called worse. Much worse. Usually by Milton as well. This is where these tractors have an improvement on PC because there are scripts in there for IC, which of course we couldn't have on console. Interesting. Don't know why that's doing that. Oh, yes, I do. It's going to the barrel spike. It's a camera on the barrel spike. That's what's tabbing to the shot when I try to do the camera angle. So we've got a grass field here. What's going to need fertilising? Right, as for why I said this was a crazy tractor, I see lots of them. Steering wheel. Don't like the front mudguards, take them off. Don't like that mirror, take it out. Adjustable mirrors, opening doors. Windscreen wipers, opening roof hatch, lights. There's an insane amount of IC on here. Let's get the sidewinder where you want it, backwards or forwards. That mirror I usually get rid of, so I don't like it. That is about the sort of cheaper end, I would say. Either I just look out for a decent second-hand one. You can pick them up from £300 or £400. So lots and lots of IC on here, as you can see. So roof colour, grille colour, window tint, seat colour, joystick colour, interior colour, exhaust colour. So joystick colour, changing that round, all sorts of options there. Have a Trimble screen up there if you want it, or not. Right, so we need some other machinery to go with this, obviously. Terrier's going to love this. Fields need ploughing. So we have Dowsel plough, Kuhn plough, Lemken plough, top down, Vogelnut or Cheaty plough. I've put a Cheaty plough in here. Do we use a Cheaty plough on here? Top down? Yeah, okay. We ain't got enough horsepower, I don't think. See what horsepower we've got, but I don't think we've got enough for Cheaty for the no, just enough for the top down. This is a lovely tractor, this one. Yeah, a lot of dazzles about. If you want one now, you have to buy a Hubert. We can set this thing to work on one of our fields. I believe I may even have Courseplay installed. That's a scary thought. Oh, we were wrong who it was, Milton. Evening SG, I've gone off 19 for tonight. There's always one who's got to say something daft like that. And the words daft and SG go together so well. Gotta reset this dead zone. I'd just like to do something different, SG. Right, we have Courseplay. What could possibly go wrong? So 4 headland rounds. See if I can remember how to use it. It's so long since I've done it.
You know that you are doing it the hard way, don't you?
What's the hard way?
There is a simple way.
Is there?
Do you see that cog in front of course generation?
Yeah.
Click on it. Not that one. To the up. Yeah, that cog. That small cog. Yeah, click on that. Select your fields, and you can do it by that. Generate field course to see how the course will be, and then okay.
Right, where's the start point? About there somewhere. Hi Ross, how are we doing? It's Courseplay, of course it's going to go wrong. Could make some comment about it's definitely going to go wrong given we've got a woman drive, but I'll resist. So we'll leave her to sort this field out and crash into something, which is bound to happen. I trust Courseplay more in 17 than I do in 19, put it that way. We need to put fertiliser on our grass. Okay, here's something. Let's see about getting these grass fields fertilised. That'll leave us to buy a drill, sprayer, combine, which I've got several installed, trailers, again several modded ones installed, maybe a third tractor. And some menu removal because we don't need all that up the top there. We're on 6-day seasons at the moment on here. That could be changed if necessary. Of course, we're going to need mowers as well of some description. And this is the map that got me first interested in FS and Dagoin done it. No, exactly, Jeremy. Loads of them in here. We've got the Marstons, we've got Baileys, Westons, Stewarts. Question is, what combine do we put on here? Got some Class 1s installed, New Holland installed, John Deere's installed. I think I prefer the on-screen displays better in 19. They don't take up so much the screen. You can see through them. Have to have a look, but I think I've got I think the one I may have in there is Matt's one and a CR mod. Got several John Deere ones installed and lots of Class ones installed. Dominators, Lexions. collecting 600s, 570s, 700s. Not got a Tucano on here. Tucano mod I know of in 17 wasn't exactly very good anyway, shall we say. One I did find. I think the crop textures one is watch this space, because Oxy's going to pull a rabbit out of a hat there. No two ways about that or what he's up to. Hey Angry Man, how are you doing? Yeah, seeing what he's been saying in the Frontier Design server, it's looking good, and having seen some pictures he's put in there, think photorealistic 4K detail crop textures. You'll be far wrong. They do, Jeremy. To be fair, wouldn't really have it any other way at times. It's a shame we haven't got these tractors in 19. Coursplay's still at work. It's a good start. Exactly, Jeremy. So I said the other night when that was discussed in chat. Yeah, Saturday night someone said about having it in base game. I'd rather have the modders do it. Obviously, to have livestock on here, we're going to have to buy some straw. and some hay and some silage, or cheat the mixer wagon. Not that I'd do such a thing. Not yet, Jeremy, give me time. I'm sure I can break them somehow and get them frozen. We did have floating cows in 17, but that's just GD. Hey Josh, how we doing? Right, have we got any more grass fields? Field 24 and 8. So I'm trying to remember how to get around this map now. Been a very long time since I was last on there. Nathan's busy with his apples at the moment. I suppose we could do sheep on here. It'd be a lot easier than cows to start with, and cheaper. Narrow bridge and big dead zone. What could happen here? Yeah. I think we all know what the chances of happening on this bridge are. And it wouldn't be deliberate, unlike last night's Vulture incident on that map. Not that I ramped the Vulture off a cliff or anything last night. Nightbot's broken again. It's twice he said it now. It's not lost, Josh, it's just temporarily misplaced with a lack of accuracy. You're never lost, you're just temporarily misplaced with a lack of accuracy. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. I know, Nightbot is broken. What's the point of me putting words in Nightbot's censorship if I won't do anything with them? Spoils all my fun. I might have a random word of the week what I put in every week, just to test Nightbot out and keep you guys on your toes. Now that would be funny if I changed one word on Nightbot's censorship every week just to catch you guys out. See who's the first one to get caught every time. Vulture's already in it. You should have been timed out twice by now. Yeah. Just feeding the fish. So we need to go all the way down to field 24 and 20 now. Nightbot is unpredictable, minute. So just be warned. What lets you get away with one time, it won't let you get away with the next time. I believe the first time out is 5 seconds. If you repeat the offence, it's something like 5 minutes. Nightbot needs another kick in the circuit boards. Being brave and leaving traffic on. It's not going to end well. Right, so we have a field in front of us. No, I believe the Puma's still behaving itself. For some reason this thing seems to think that the barrel spike is still attached. I have 1174. Couldn't be able to play 17 without the Sky mod in now. I suppose while I'm down here I could do this arable field as well. Oh, you're right then, Jeremy. That'll be me Thursday night. Finish for 10 days then. I'll finish working elsewhere for 10 days. Evening Brendan, how are we doing? So you're playing Dusty Cove and the man himself is missing tonight. Trip down memory lane for him. I'm good, thanks. I nearly done Colbert tonight, but I thought no, everybody's done that at some point. Let's go for something different. 18, Brendan. That's a long while ago for me now. That was nearly another choice as well. I've got that one installed. Did look at it and think, no, we'll go Dusty. That's one I couldn't really get into. Yeah, Sandy Bay. Might keep that one in reserve, Brendan. Given Oxy is bringing Sandy Bay to 19, we do ourselves maybe a little bit of a comparison at that point in time. He still does it. Yeah, this is, as I said before you came in, Brendan, this is the one what got me into Farm Sim when Dagman done his series on here. If I hadn't have found that series, I would probably not have got into it. Seem to remember parts of Sandy Bay were slightly bugged in 17 with seasons. Sure, that's what someone told me. We better go to the other grass field before we do this other arable one down here. Well, several arable fields down here. Go for the best you can justify, Josh, would be the only thing I'd say about a gaming PC. Favourite for 17, Colbra, I would say. Oh, you're getting there now, Brendan, then? Little 18th birthday present to yourself, is it? Of course, Jeremy. Business PC. Gotta be. This will be when I'm doing books. Which isn't far wrong. I've been using it for business purposes tonight before I streamed. Printing stuff out and research. This is not a field I would like to use Courseplay on. Chance of Courseplay not taking itself off the cliff on here. Chance of me not taking myself off the cliff on here. Probably similar. It's not a Vulture farm life, don't worry, we won't be going off a cliff. Now if this is a Vulture, however, there's no telling where it may end up. GD, SFTN. Either of those two, this field has disaster written all over it really, doesn't it? What country am I from? England. Norfolk to be precise. Oh yeah, well if Terry was playing this, that really has got disaster written all over it. Fences, tight lanes, gateways. I think there's several millions reasons why, Thomas. All of which they owe people. Lone Oak 17, couldn't get on with it. Really could not get on with that map, no matter how hard I tried. 19, faring slightly better with that, currently. And that's what tomorrow's video is going to be. One way to go and buy some more fertiliser down here. If you're not bored of maps you are playing, then I don't see the point in changing, personally. Yeah, that's true. Okay, catch you later, farm life. So we've got a lot of drilling to do. So we have to decide what drill we're going to buy. I have got Proceed installed if we want to use it. I get the feeling on these fields we could have a lot of misses. So I think we might come back on here again tomorrow night for a little while. If my voice holds out enough, given I've got a long course tomorrow. Oh yes, section control. So that narrows down our choice of sprayer really. Gonna be the Hardy. Mind you, we don't really need a sprayer to be fair. I don't know if we have enough fertiliser to finish this field. Might have to cheat. I know you'd hate to see me cheat anything on there. If I remember rightly, if you've got cheats enabled in 17, There's something we can do in here. Along that line. Quick surface here, spread refill. Magic, you see? Spreaders refill themselves. Could have done with that for the Lime in 19 when it first came out. Yeah, we'll be interested to see what they come up with for that one. Whether they come up with the dynamic sword textures, that sort of thing, like Cat and Crops are using. Hey Martin, welcome along. Have you not? The creator himself is not in chat tonight, unusually. This is Dusty Dave's masterpiece. It's one I didn't play a lot on in 17, but as I said a couple of times tonight, it's the one which got me into the game. Mr. Field there. I've got player camera installed, that's why I seem tall. Forgot about that mod. Usually uninstall that because that annoys me. Yep. Based around sort of southwest. Another British map. If I remember right, there was a mod contest, was it? In 17?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Hey Glitch Plays. Yes, this is Dusty's mod contest entry. Been very brave here leaving Courseplay unattended for so long, aren't they? Got just field 30 to do down this way now. That's this corner of the map all fertilised. We've got a small field to do on the way back, which is away from everywhere else. So I suppose we should ask really, Brendan, you do anything special for your 18th tomorrow? Not sure yet, Brendan. We'll just keep going with it. While there's interest, they'll keep doing it. Hey Spencer, how are we doing? It's not I'm fed up with 19 or anything, it's just good to come back on here for a change. Let's face it, there's so many more maps still available for 17 and 19. I'm good, thanks Spencer. Who won the war, Martin? Ah. A bit of a low profile, was it, Sunday? And a headache. Yeah, that's my thoughts too. This game is far from dead. You've got to look through Discord and see how many people still playing it under their names. Whoops. That was silly of you, Spencer. What time did you go hedge cutting? Ah, the joys of being 18. But then I was one of those annoying people who don't suffer from hangovers, so it never was an issue for me. Yeah, right. An 18-year-old swearing they're never going to drink again. Whoops. Somebody wasn't very popular this morning then, Spencer. Who you calling Nathan, Brendan? I think I could live more with a skull being ticked off than the mother. Have you still got some of the 18th celebrations in your blood system, Brendan? Just think, Martin, back at 18, you're sowing wild oats and hoping for germination failures now. Yeah. Oh, still a youngster then, Josh. Mine is next week. I'll get another year next week. October 3rd. My four-legged friend is October the 2nd. Which is a bit of a weird coincidence when I got him. Yep, I'll give you a couple 3 years as well on top of that one, Martin. I'll raise you a few years on top of that. Right, where have we got left? So we have now done everything that bottom corner. We've got field 10 and 7 left to do. And 11. And grab field 11, I think. Anyone want to play with the horsey? Yeah, it is. Hopefully Dusty's new map will come to console when he gets it sorted. Not both of them, just one of them. So I'll see if I can keep a bit further away from the river this time, just to keep Jeremy happy. Bessie beneath is the one he's working on. What glitches you found, Spencer? He seems to be shutting things down again at the moment. What's the problem with the wool spawning, Spencer? That's the annoying bit. That those obviously test the maps can't test what's going to happen when they go into console. I had it early on to look at and test a few bits, but then I never got any more updates to it to continue, so I know I was working on the PC ones. Have you saved the game, gone over and gone back into it and seen what it says? Because that sometimes needs that done to it. I know there's no auto load for wool yet on consoles, so that ain't gonna affect it. Well, I thought we'd take a look at something different, Liam. Welcome along. Sell the house normally, if you're able to. If it's not as a placeable, you can't. I know it's an odd one, but you can sometimes get a mod conflict on console. Not as common, but it can happen. And more mods which won't play nicely. Without looking at how it's done, Thomas, I wouldn't know. Nathan would be a better person to answer that one. What's it actually do when you go to paint the grass then, Spencer? Yeah, that's a long while ago now, Liam. Now what's that about, what, Spencer? Yeah, basically back in 2001, early 2000, I started working for a contract farmer. Then early 2002, we took on doing VF's dad's farm. When it went up for sale, we were doing it for his dad. When it was sold, we were doing it for the new owner, but also doing the remaining land that his dad kept for a little while. And then the new owner took over completely in 2006 and bought out my boss's business, and I got made redundant in the process. So I was actually working on the farm when all the changes took place. It's changed even more since then. I had the last laugh in a way because they worked out within a week they'd made the wrong person redundant. They never did ask me to go back. A lot of hard work, long hours, Martin. Not conducive to family life at times. Lost count of the number of relationships I lost due to it. Hey Nathan, how are we doing? 100-hour weeks were not uncommon back then. It wasn't unusual for me to get to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, finish combine at 2 o'clock in the morning, be back for 7 again. I'm good, thanks. It should still be on Facebook as far as I'm aware. You don't know if Lancey shut his Facebook page down, do you, Nathan? I know he's been leaving discourse left, right and centre again. Yeah, I was, Liam. Time and a half overtime. Mobile phone allowance, footwear allowance. We were looked after by him. Evening, Lee, how are we doing? We only had one night sort of stands in my mind from on the farm where we thought we were in quite a dangerous situation when we were combining. When we watched lightning strike the field next to us, that's when we decided we'd better finish for the day. Now Spencer's got a few issues with This Is Ireland and try to find a way of contacting Lancey. Guess so, I weren't really expecting to see you tonight in here. Hey Austin, how are we doing? Well, early day for you then. Let's just have a quick look. Looks to me like he's took his modern page down, possibly. Personal page is still up. Yeah. Thanks for the sub, Carlos. That's okay, Austin. Oh yeah, that was sort of when I looked at mid-90s was when I went to start on farms. There was often a scheme that was £35 a week. Okay, catch you later, Spencer. Probably 9 o'clock, I should think. But we're one sub off the 500 now. But in true fashion, we don't celebrate till it's about 504, 505. Yep, that's the YTS one I got off the place on. Elite. This must put you a similar age to myself, maybe that sort of era. I'm just 1 year off a big milestone birthday. Oh, that's good, Thomas. Doing well tonight. I think we'll be back on here tomorrow night carrying on anyway. Once I fit the dead zone, it'll be a lot easier as well. It's getting slightly annoying at the minute. Ish. Younger-ish or older-ish is the question. I have no idea, Austin. Yeah, I am 40-ish. That's the one I'm talking about. I can't have you getting in the doghouse at both ends of the day, Spencer. You're not that far behind, Martin. Not 40 this year. Says I have 500. Oh, I've heard of it. I have heard of it, Austin. It's not one that I've watched, but I have heard of it. I say one of my favourite seasons maps on console, West Coast or Culbra. Console. I prefer the one you're as old as the person you're feeling. But we won't go with that. This is Dusty Cove. Ballan Craig is too small for me, Martin. unfortunately. Amazon fertiliser spreader, Massey Ferguson tractor on here. I'm actually one of the few who actually enjoyed playing Drumard. That wasn't everyone's favourite map, but I enjoyed that one. I know, Brendan. Close now. Can't remember what I've got saved off on the PS4. It's under the desk here. It's not even connected to a monitor anymore. After I changed them. No, I know a lot of people didn't like it. But one of them did. So I say to people when they ask me to suggest maps to play, that maps are a personal thing and one that I might enjoy playing, others may not. Okay, I know Drumard would irritate the what's out of me now because there's painted borders everywhere. Good choice, Brendan. Shall we see what Coursplayer's been up to? Don't know if I want to, but I suppose we better have a look at what she's been doing on there. No, Spencer. Last I heard, there's too much to remove from it. Needs too much work to get onto console, unfortunately. That's the last I heard. Has anyone else heard any different since then? Oh, she's still going on there. You've not got a Puma whacked through the hedge anyway. Oh, you're a little bit older then. Just a little bit older. Elite. Just about a decade older. Just to make you feel young, of course. So was I, Martin. I left primary school in 1992. Which I know some of you in chat weren't even born then. Evening, David. Oh, you beat Elite then. YTS was youth training scheme. Think of it like the apprenticeships these days. Except lower paid. Okay, catch you later, Brendan. A a new English map. That's all I know. It's going to be similar to Oakfield in field sizes and things. But have some extremely realistic crop textures on it. Yeah, well, by the time I was offered a place on there in 1997, it was £35 a week. For 16 and 45 when you got to 17. I didn't take my place on it because the chap I was going to work for said, well, if you come and work for me on that, you'll never be here when I need you, you'll be at college. But if you come and work for me direct, I'll pay you agricultural wages board rate, which is £96 a week. £35 or £96, no contest. Cheapest fertiliser we'll ever buy, that is. I think that's something to do with who you're working for, isn't it? 1174? If only I was 30, Josh. Yep, I would say, well, thank you very much for your kind offer. I'll willingly accept that. Does that sound about right, David? And by the way, here's the mug stamp off my forehead. What's that saying? Never work with family. Yeah. Looks like we need to do a bit of tidying up after courseplay on that field. Not much, just a little bit. She's not done too bad a job. Unfortunately, even when I first came onto it, a lot of farms are still using YTS as cheap slave labour for a little while. That's not bad, is it? That age. Let's see where we've got mess to tidy up on this field. we know Corsair is going to miss bits. See him right across the middle of the field. That's not too bad then. Yeah, but they're now on £3.40 something an hour, I think. Dip through there. Okay, Martin. A couple of corners to tidy up as well with the top down. Yes, forgot this map has titanium hedges on it. Remember how everyone said this Puma was insane when it first came out with all this IC? As I said the other night, you've got to look through my YouTube statistics and look at what age group actually watches my channel the most. And it is the ones between mid-30s and mid-40s. Hey Dexo, how are you doing? Welcome along. Exactly. Think about as kids, we never had this luxury. I mean, top-end gaming setup when we were, some of us were growing up, was something like an Atari or a Commodore 64, Sinclair Spectrum. Yeah, they sort of sound familiar to a few of you. And others probably thinking, what on earth are they talking about? The Sinclair ZX Spectrum was what we had, and then the original PlayStation with Rayman. I'm trying to think what else I had on, and a Rayman Driver I think was another one on there. Seems to be fun. Welcome along, Evan. Yeah, you see, you're just too young, Thomas. That's what it is. Those of us over 30 know exactly what I'm talking about. Those of us near 40 and above, they know even better. Just go around my mate's Master System, Sonic. There we go. New GPS was there somewhere. Pretty much. Yep, I'll give you Stone Age tech. I was 18 when GoldenEye was out at the cinema, so it's a bit later than I was on games then. '17, 18, something like that. Well, that'll keep you busy then. Only 54 questions, you could get over them fairly quickly. Thanks to sub Evan and your subscriber number 500. So we're now at 500 subs. We won't celebrate just yet, so I'm well aware of what normally happens. Yeah, but just think how much fun you're having doing it, Thomas. Make yourself lucky I don't show you some of the equations I use for work. Yeah, I can remember that one, Martin. Never played it, but I can remember. Not a great amount, David. 1000 is where things start to change with YouTube on gaming channels. 1000 where it starts to unlock a few more features and that sort of things. Used to, but they changed the rules. Can't remember exactly what does happen. I get access to it 1000, but I know there's a few other features get unlocked. So that's our next big goal, really. I'm already over 6,000 watch hours in the last 12 months, Elite. That bit is no problem. Well over 6,000 last time I looked. I don't think this qualifies as a cheaty player because that actually cultivates as well. Oh, I've seen them, Martin. I did look at them. That's what happens when you lurk in channels a lot, Martin, and appear in channels. People sub. Don't they, Milton?
Yeah, it is.
The hours soon creep up, the watch hours on the channel, depending how often you put content out. If you didn't stream, it'd be near on impossible. It'd take a very long time. I start streaming at New Year, so videos about 12 months ago, and live streams New Year. I was on my New Year break from work. Nerve-wracking as hell, the first ones. So I'll come back on here tomorrow night, provided my voice is okay, because I do another PA1 course tomorrow. Lots of talking. But at least we've got tea on tap tomorrow, so I should be able to keep the liquids topped up. And biscuits. Oh yes, biscuits are on display tomorrow as well. Yep, getting there, Elite. Slowly getting there. Done the first lot of Raspberry support was yesterday. Got some blackberry bushes on order to put in there. Thornless. No thorned ones. So those wires I put up yesterday, half of them are for blackberries and the other half are for raspberries. Should get the second allotment in a fortnight's time or so, thereabouts, hopefully. And we can really start with things. I'm also helping another person up with the allotment with their new one as well. I think what got some lettuces coming on nicely on mine at the moment. Leeks are doing well, but that's probably it for before winter, plus apples and pears still to pick. An awful lot of pears up there. I timed it just right, Martin, as I put in for one. There's some come vacant on this lot. I'm on some of the opposite end of town to where I live. There's a waiting list on the ones on my road. They're full, apparently. Not what the people on there say, but the council say they're full. So taking on one plot. The one next door to it is coming up in October, and I'm having that. I was going to have the one next door to that, but that was taken last week. I'm helping her with that. A complete novice gardener involved with that one. So I've offered to help. I've already sprayed it for her to kill the weeds off. See, if you've got a dandelion surviving, you're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to kill them. Ooh, good one tonight then, Lee. Always a bit of a risk coming back to 17. So I want to find a map that no one else had done for a long while, just to make it different. Possibly, Thomas. Would you agree with that one, Milton? Goat gets rid of weeds.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. If they live long enough. Put some AstroTurf down 1174. We'll have to cut the grass, be nice and green. I don't actually know a leak, so I don't really look through. Don't look through to see what other channels are up to. I know GD occasionally has a crack at it. Get this field finished and see how we're doing. Might be where I finish for tonight. So back tomorrow night, low note video tomorrow. Not sure what video will be on Wednesday yet. Let's hope some decent mods to be released to do reviews on, but there haven't been any yet anyway. Nothing on ModHub of interest and nothing on any of the other sites. What I fancy doing. Last night's map was a bit of a disappointment when we checked the snow out on it. Once more down the field, then the headlands, then we're done on here. Much appreciated, Lee. I think a point has been proven today. That's all I'm going to say on that one in a moment. This thing is be a good comparison between a 17 Dusty map and a 19 Dusty map when it's finished on here. Yeah, unfortunately your comment on the last Gosselberg one, Dave, was too late. I'd already recorded today's one at that point. I think it's certainly going to be a challenge with seasons on that map. Let's face it, the main money on Gosselberg was harvest contracts. So we have to have a rethink how we're doing things on there a little bit. Hopefully that passes console testing. We know it's in console testing at the moment. There's a few of you console players in chat who are eagerly awaiting Geiselsberg. That'd be a good one to play on there. I think that's the first map I'd ever done a live stream review of, and the creator actually came in the live stream. Those who were in there can remember that. Max actually joined the live stream when we were looking around it. Came out of the contest. Okay, catch you later, Elite. I'll be finishing in a few minutes anyway, then hop across to annoy the little terrier. It can work and it cannot work sometimes, Josh. It isn't always simple. If you're transferring it between the same map, it's easy as a rule. But if you transfer the vehicle's XML to a different map, they can appear well beneath it or floating above it. Sometimes you can reset them, other times no. It just doesn't work. Something like that, Mixed Brigade. Or just enjoy 17 as well as 19. What's that in nostalgia? Just good to have more than one game on the channel. Yes, I wasn't going to mention that one, Jeremy, but yes. GD did try that trick, transferring all our vehicles from Parsfeld onto Meadowgrove, and they appeared well beneath the map and unresettable. Didn't quite go according to plan, that little trick. Transfer money is easy, livestock can be fairly easy-ish. Requires a little bit more thought to transfer the livestock across, but it can be done on PC. So I think even silo contents could be transferred if you so wished. You can work out which ones are where. You can easily doctor the hours on machinery. So I worked out we had to do that the other week, didn't I, Milton, when we were talking?
Yeah, we can.
It just requires a little bit of maths to do it.
Lots of maths.
Yeah, lots of maths. But it's easy to add hours to machinery once you know how to. It can come in useful. Yeah, it is. We've done a stream where it would have been nice nostalgia for Dusty. He's not joined us tonight. So obviously next stream on here we're going to have to look at drills and other pieces of machinery we need. drill is going to be a big one. Look at what crops we're going to grow on here. And no, that does not include potatoes. Well, it could do, because I have that other harvester, the 17. That nice trialed harvester. It's very easy, Josh. Find hours worked and how many hours you want to put on it, times it by seconds in a minute. I think that's how I done it, wasn't it, Milton?
I think it was like that.
So it's seconds in an hour.
Yeah, it is seconds. Yeah.
Seconds in an hour, wasn't it? I think. I have to recheck it again. I have to recheck. I think that's seconds in an hour. Because I know it's a colossal number we come up with.
Yeah, it is. It was a big number.
Yeah, so that'd be seconds in an hour, wouldn't it? Which is 300 and whatever. I'll look into that again and maybe pop up in Discord. I have to just double check my maths in an XML file. It's easy when you know how, but it's just double check and I'll give you the right figures. I don't know, Jeremy. I have to have a look. I think you can reset the hours. I didn't know if you could set the hours. Okay, we're beneath the map at the minute. Let's just go up a bit. There we go. Don't want to go down beneath the map. It's a bit wet down here. A little bit watery. Player camera, you gotta love it. But that's where I'm going to be finishing for tonight. So say I'll be back tomorrow night on here again. Don't forget to check out today's video if you haven't done already. I've not got a link I can put in tonight. But for now, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this stream. And I'll see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.